What's good, YouTube? It's of course Leviathan Prophecy, and today, man, I just wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna be very clear about this. What I'm about to say. Sometimes people just don't know what the hell they be talking about, and to be honest with you, it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? This day and age, people just throw out stupidity out there a lot. Now, obviously, you know, I do have some, I do have a few Giants YouTubers that I watch on the low. You know what I'm saying? Mad Dog, Sportsy Entertainer. You know what I'm saying? My favorite one was Ron Effect. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't really seen a lot of his content. I don't know if he was banned from from posting. I don't know, but there's one particular Giants YouTuber that I can't just stand. I can't stand. You know, sometimes he just makes my head hurt so bad. And it's Fitz Vegas. Okay. So first of all, Fitz Vegas went on and said that this was the best free agency class that the Giants have ever had. I'm here to break it down to you that nobody wins in free agency. Like, nobody. Why you think the Patriots won so many Super Bowls? Why you think they dominated their division year after year after year? Now, there were some times where they didn't dominate their division. 2009 through 2010, they didn't dominate their division. So there have been times where they have in '07, they didn't dominate their division. Well, actually, yes, they have, but they lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? But nobody actually wins their division. I mean, actually, nobody actually wins in free agency. Nobody. You know? Free agency is there to just plug in holes. Plug in pieces, take pieces that you need, because there's a difference between wants and needs. Do you need this or do you want this? You know? Like the Giants could take a wide receiver at 11. If Waddle and Parker falls to them at 11, 12, whatever the Eagles take, but both of those quarterbacks can fall to the Giants. Or if the Giants want to play it safe, they could just pick an offensive lineman, which I have them taking, you know? Because I believe that the Dolphins, that's why the Dolphins dropped to number 6. Because to take either Waddle or Parker, because remember, Tua played with both of them, I believe. I don't know if I'm, no, actually Tua didn't play with neither of them, but still Alabama connection, you know what I'm saying? He needs somebody to throw to. Even though he has receivers, you can't have more than, 5 receivers. You know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously he went on, Fitz Vegas went on to go saying that, oh, how, the Giants, when they spent a whole bunch of money in 2016, you can't really compare the Giants offense to the Giants defense. The Giants defense, when they had Odell Beckham Jr., Ruben Randall, Victor Cruz, they still couldn't put up points. And that's when they had Eli Manning. And the Giants had the youngest receiving core, Manningham, Steve Smith, Hakeem Nicks, Dominic Hickson. They wasn't scoring 45 plus points per game. They was just scoring around in the 30s, 20s, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Like they never passed the 40 mark, you know? So people just have to understand what they're talking about. People just talk just to hear themselves, you know? The reason why the Giants went out there and spent money on the defense was because we were bad a year ago. We were pretty good on offense. Now we didn't score a lot of points, but we were efficient to where we scored like 20, 27 points per game, and that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the Packers, the Saints. You have these high-powered offense teams. We was never like that. Our bread and butter was defense. It always have been defense since the Bill Parcells era. Why you think that we have so many great defensive coordinators from Bill Belichick to Sean Payton, you know what I'm saying? To Vince Lombardi. Like we had great defensive coaches. We never had a great offensive coordinator. When is the last time we had a great offensive coordinator? Sullivan, Mike Sullivan, when he was the offensive coordinator for Eli Manning, and then obviously he went on to go somewhere else, and then came Kevin Gilbride, you know. So I just think that people just need to chill, you know. And I get it, it's free agency, spend, 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 but spend wisely, you know. Don't just throw your money around and thinking that, oh, he's going to fix this and he's going to take your time. Now, I'm not saying that the Giants is going to come out here and just lay an egg and lose every game, which obviously they have been doing because they lost 14 straight at home. Not even at home, they just lost 14 straight. Every time they open the season. Every time they open the season, week one, they always losing. They already lost like 3 straight from 2018 all the way to 2020. They lost against the Jaguars. They lost against the Steelers. The Giants have a knack of losing week one games. It's not their fault. It's just how they're wired. They only won 6. So every year they have like a 57% chance of winning their first game or probably losing their first game because they lost 14 out of 6. So I just think that people just need to calm down. This is kind of like the Nets. You see the Nets are just reaching for players. And I'm not saying that, I'm not really comparing the Nets to the Giants, but you can see the Giants are literally doing things the wrong way, in my opinion. When we won those 2 Super Bowls, we wasn't throwing money around like this. We was just, we was just, taking players and just, patching up the holes. You know what I'm saying? Any little leak faucet that we had, if we were down an offensive lineman or if we had one less receiver, okay, boom, 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 boom. That's how the Patriots done their homework. It's not just throw your money in free agency and expect all these players to come and gel together because they haven't played with one another before. Now the players that's there, okay, they're gonna pick it up, but the new players plus the rookies, it's gonna take time. This shit is not gonna boil overnight. The Giants are not gonna win their first. The Giants are not gonna win their first 5 games or 6 games and be 6-0. That's not how the Giants operate. The Giants are a slow, methodical team. They always like to start slow, finish strong in the second, dip a little bit, and then finish strong in the last game. That's just how the Giants always have done it. They start slow, finish strong in the middle of the season, and start slow. They start slow. They come together in the middle of the season, and then they finish strong at the end of the season. By then, it's a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? Just like how last year, they went 0-6, picked it up in the second half, and finished strong at the end. That's exactly how the Giants did it last year. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, and plus the NFC He said that name me 5 teams that's better than the Giants. Okay, I can name you 5 teams that's better than the Giants in their own division. Outside of their division or in their division, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so here's my 5 teams that's better than the Giants right now. Either conference. They don't care if it's the NFC or AFC. The Bills, the Browns, OKC, I say OKC, KC, Chiefs, Bucks, and the Washington team. Those are your 5 right there, regardless of conference. But if you want to strictly go by conference, I could say, okay, the teams that's better than the teams that's better than the Giants in their own division, the Packers, the Buccaneers, the LA Rams, trying to think. The Cardinals and trying to think of one more team. The Cardinals. Trying to think. No, not the Texans. What was that? What was that one team called? The 49ers. Those are your 5 teams right there. So I just think that people should just slow down sometimes. Okay, we're gonna struggle because again, chemistry, same thing in life. You know, if you have chemistry, team chemistry is a team game. So it's not like all these guys are just gonna come together and produce. They have to produce because all that money we just threw at them, especially Galladay. You know, can you imagine if if Kenny Galladay goes down week 4, week 1 in preseason with an injury? Knock on wood that he doesn't. But I'm just saying, Kyle Rudolph is already missing time, so. I mean, it's just gel, man. Like, the Giants are not great. And then you speak on the defensive side. I think that's the one thing the Giants are going to struggle because they got rid of Thomason. Thomason was the anchor of that defense. Now you're going to see a lot of teams nitpick on that. Oh, they don't have artillery. They don't have a necessarily true big guy to stop the run. We could just, nickel and, you know what I'm saying? We could just, Swiss Army knife them up and down the field because they can't stop the run. Now, the Giants might be good against the pass, but they might be awful against the run, just like how they were last year. They were good against the pass. No, they was great against the run last year. They were ranked 4th against the pass. No, they was ranked 4th against the run. Last year, they was ranked 27th or 31st against the pass. This year, they might be bad against the run, but good against the pass. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it boils down to chemistry. And I think, adding a whole bunch of new pieces again is going to take another year for them to gel together. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them signed like multiple deals except for Dari, who signed like a 1-year deal. Most of these, free agencies signed a 1-year deal outside of Kenny Galladay and Rudolph. You know what I'm saying? So they have to produce. Otherwise, it's just going to be a failure, and Giants fans is going to be, nitpicking as always. Oh, Daniel Jones is not the answer. Oh, I tell you that. I never had faith in Daniel Jones. Never have, never will. It's not because where he came from. It's not what college he came from. It's just he doesn't have the it factor. He doesn't have what Eli Manning had. And that's the difference. A lot of people might want to bash Eli Manning now because he's gone. Well, a lot of people want to feel sorry for Eli Manning because he's gone. Oh, we miss Eli. But I'm pretty sure if Eli Manning was here, y'all would have been breaking him down as well. So it doesn't make no difference. Y'all can't make up your minds, I never disrespected Eli. Yes, sometimes he drives me crazy with these interceptions. But when the play has to get done, when you need crunch time, when it's crunch time, palms are sweaty, you need that third down or fourth down or that touchdown to convert to win the ball game. You have that in Eli. Eli Manning has never been a regular season quarterback. That's why he's never won MVP. But he's won Super Bowl MVP twice. Twice. So same thing with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was never a regular season quarterback. But when it come playoff times, he was hot. Peyton Manning, same thing. Peyton Manning was a regular season quarterback, but not a postseason quarterback. If it wasn't for those two defenses from the Colts and from the Broncos, he would have probably been 0-2. He would have probably been winless in postseason. Drew Brees, same thing. Drew Brees, when he won his first championship, he never got back. Aaron Rodgers, when he won his first Super Bowl, he never got back. Russell Wilson never got back. Patrick Mahomes won his first Super Bowl, probably may not even go back again. So it's always going to be that dilemma. Teams get better, organization gets better. Y'all predicate on the past too much. Y'all go back on the past too much. Whatever happened last year, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, leave it at that. Don't put it on today's product because today's product is different. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that a lot of Giants fans are going to get in their feelings if things go wrong. If things go right, they're going to start, rubbing it in people's faces, you know what I'm saying, like some idiots do. But if things goes bad, they're going to start blaming, oh, he needs to be fired, oh, he needs to be fired, oh, we need a new quarterback. You know how bad it is for the Giants to keep on recycling quarterbacks? Y'all going to be the Washington team of the Washington team. If Daniel Jones do not pan out, this is a make or break year for Daniel Jones. We gave him weapons. We gave him a defense. So now he has no excuse. If he remotely digresses, it's time to go look for a new quarterback. Might as well just tank. Like if the Giants are 2-6, might as well just tank because they're gonna lose the first game of the season. That's just been their motto. They always like that. They only won their home opener 3 times. 3 times. 2005, 2005, 2016, and 2009. 3 times they won their home opener. They lost 14 straight. 14 straight. The Giants can never seem to get out of their own way when it comes to their fresh start. That's all you got to do is just win your first game. Teams that starts the year 1-0 have a 70% chance of going 0-2, 0-3, 0-4. Teams who start 0-2, 0-1 have an 80% chance of going, you know what I'm saying, the rest. So I don't gotta, say what the percentage is if the Giants start 0-2 again, because they will start 0-2, believe that, This is not, Joe Judge's first game anymore. This is how the Giants been operating since they came into the league in 1925. So it's not like they've been winning every single of their games week 1. You know what I'm saying? 2010, they lost against the Lions Monday Night Raw. I said Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Football. So it shows. This trend is always going to continue, but you know what? It's the Giants. The Giants is always going to start slow, pick it up in the second half, and then finish strong at the end. But again, it's going to be a little bit too late, just like they did last year. So it's always going to be that way to the Giants. But like I said, if Daniel Jones digress, the Giants is going to be looking for a quarterback each and every single year. That's just how it is. Because right now it's very hard to find a quarterback. And not every quarterback in the draft every single year turns out to be a stud. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel Jones had to progress. Daniel Jones had to take that next step. We'll see by Christmas or by Thanksgiving, in the middle of the season where he is, But if he digresses, there's not a quarterback in that depth chart that can, take this team over. You're going to put all your chips on Mike Glennon? No. So, he's a solid pickup, but he's not a franchise changer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the opportunity with the Buccaneers. He didn't even take that to go. So, Daniel Jones have to step up, plain and simple. You could put all the pieces around him all you want to. He has to do it. He has to pick up the pieces. He has to not gel together, but he has to play better. Now, I'm not saying that he hasn't been playing bad, but even Eli Manning didn't have fumble problems. He had interception problems because of the way the offense was run. Kevin Gilbride was running all vertical plays. What is that? Down the field plays. You had Manningham, you had Akeem Nicks, you had Victor Cruz doing all these, go out routes, shallow crosses. You know what I'm saying? Like, not taking the ball out of Eli Manning's hands. And you saw the difference between Kevin Gilbride and Ben McAdoo. When Ben McAdoo took over, Eli Manning interception decreased. He went from 27 interceptions to 15. He threw for 4,000. So you see the difference. When you have the right personnel, it shows. Who's calling the plays? Jason Garrett. We all know Jason Garrett sucks at play calling. I don't even know why Giants fans remotely agree or disagree. Y'all can disagree or agree, but he's not a very good play caller. And we know Joe Judge is not going to take on that role because he has to attend to the head coaching position. So whatever Daniel Jones does, don't blame it on him. Blame it on Jason Garrett because he is the play caller. He is the play caller. So if he goes out there and stinks it up, is it the play calling? Is it Daniel Jones? Jason Garrett can't play. So whatever he draws up, Daniel Jones have to go out there and execute. Except for running plays. That's just run by committee. That's the quarterback. That's the running back's job alone, But passing plays is his decision making, is him picking up defense, him reading defenses. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to get better. Or if not, the Giants is going to be in tanking mode every single year looking for a quarterback, either through free agency or the draft. And in order for the Giants to get that quarterback, they're going to have to tank like they did 3 years ago when they went 3-13 and had the third pick or second round pick. But obviously they wound up picking Saquon Barkley, but I don't think they're going to make that mistake again. But we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.